Laurie Laxon always wanted to work with horses. His father was a hobby trainer, his grandfather an owner trainer, and his great-grandfather Owen Curran McGee won the first race run under the rules of the Auckland Racing Club in 1874, when Ellerslie was little more than a village. Laxon initially mixed a career as an amateur jockey with work as a carpenter and running a dairy herd at Ngaruawahia. He won his first race at 18 and would go on to salute the judge 9 times from 72 rides at tote meetings. The passion for racing proved stronger and Laxon moved to breaking in horses. Training was a natural progression and one that ended his riding career. Laxon's last ride was a win in the most prestigious race for amateur jockeys, the Duke of Gloucester Cup. Laxon takes pride in running his stables like a military operation. His motto, the harder you work, the luckier you get. An early highlight was owning and training Cobland to become the first horse to win the Great Northern and Waikato hurdles double. That was a century and a few days after his ancestors' historic Ellerslie win. Success required more room to train. A move to Cambridge coped with the numbers for a few years before Laxon found a new training base at Ngaruawahia. Laxon has a strong connection to the Waikato River and he set about turning the site into one of the great thoroughbred training centres. 2 sand tracks with a 30-foot rise were formed, joining to allow horses to run 2 miles without covering the same bit of track twice. The famous hill was instrumental in preparing 2 Melbourne Cup winners and 2 seconds by 2001. The first to reach the pinnacle was the Sir Tristram side Empire Rose. Laxon had the big mare at her peak for the '88 Melbourne Cup Carnival, starting with a win in the LKS McKinnon Stakes. It was the perfect preparation for the following Tuesday and the career highlight.
Empire Rose has kicked away in the cup from Apollo Run now. Bono, Natsky's flying out wide. Empire Rose in front. Natsky's going to challenge late. Empire Rose a length in front. Natsky trying to get to her. Empire Rose a half in front. Natsky won't make it, and the big mare wins. Empire Rose beats Natsky.
Laxon rates Empire Rose as the best horse he trained and felt the win was vindication after finishing second the previous year. Laxon enjoyed a long association with Waikato breeders Sir Peter and Philip Vela. He trained their first winner and in 1993 prepared Romany Conti for glory in the Hong Kong International Cup.
And driving through is Romany Conti, but it's Frara Motivation by a length to River Verdon. Romany Conti coming through nicely, followed by Charmania down the outside, but Fra won't give in. Romany Conti gradually picking it up from Motivation. Romany Conti gets to the front, close to home from Fra. Charmania late on the scene, but Romany Conti takes the cup back to New Zealand, wins it 3/4 to Fra.
It caught the attention of the racing world. Yet even greater achievements awaited all these New Zealand winners in the following years. Laxon went close to more Cup glory at Flemington in 1998, when training Champagne to a 2nd place behind Jezebel in a New Zealand Quinella. There was still Melbourne Cup glory in the hills at Ngaruawahia for the Laxon family. Sheila used the hills to prepare the Romany Conti filly Ethereal for her Melbourne and Caulfield Cups double. Laxon had moved to Singapore in late 1999, starting a new brilliant chapter in his racing career. The all-in-one training and racing facility at Kranji and the lifestyle suited him. Laxon embraced the new culture and was to become the dominant trainer in Singapore, winning his 9th premiership by 2014. There have been many milestones. In 2004, it was the first Singapore Gold Cup with Raoul.
Raoul and Mayo's Music, they're 3 lengths in front of their rivals. They're staging a great war. On the inside, Raoul, Mayo's Music the outside. Mark Duplessis getting everything out of Raoul. He's holding Mayo's Music. It's back-to-back Gold Cups for Duplessis and he wins it on Raoul.
The shelves at the Silver Fern stables were filling steadily as Laxon became the first trainer to win 100 races in a season. He beat his own record in 2008 with 104. Part of that success could be explained by Laxon remaining faithful to his heritage, sourcing most of his horses from New Zealand. Waikato was one of the many top performers from home, winning the Queen Elizabeth II Cup in Singapore as an 8-year-old in 2012. Laxon's dominance in Singapore since the millennium was best demonstrated in 2013. This victory by Allen made him the first trainer to reach 1,000 wins at Cranji. Significantly, the horse was owned by the connections that provided Laxon with his first winner in Singapore, the Oscar Racing stable headed by CK Pua. It was a proud moment for Laxon to share with his long-time supporter. And when Laxon declared post-race that he wanted to train another 1,000 winners, racing results since then suggest he might have been only half joking.